Hi, my topic is do school skills creativity. Just started. Creativity. What is a creativity for you? Just finding something new or cumulative thinking? Of course, it depends on everyone or every situation. So, what comes to our minds when we say education? Frankly, I don't have such a big interest in education, but somehow every individual, each individual has a hidden interest in education. We have a huge vested interest in partly because it's the education that's meant to take us into the future that we can grasp. Just if you think of it, children starting school this year will be retiring in 2018. 2018. That means this child is your or our future. So just given everyday and simple example, just consider a child who goes to school and is interested in art and music. This boy was 100% imaginative kid when he started school. A kid who is not good at math or science. His teacher at the school sees failure in this kind of lessons and do more studies, right? Or they punish him and call his parents, right? One thinks that this is what should happen. This is the order of the life. Whatever you're bad at, just go over it, right? It has to be that way. But logically, it's not. Unfortunately, it's the context of the today's conditions and the conditions of the country we live in. Anyway, just go back to our child. When the child comes home and he argues with his family, and his family forces him all that science and math problems, but the child does not want to solve them at all. In the same time, this child's imagination capacity drops to 18 and 70%. What does that mean? His imagination capacity is dying. Every child, it's just a simple example. Okay, what if that child solved all those problems and listened to all lectures? This is where education comes into play. Education system. So, what does education system want from us? Teaching things about life or preparing us for life? Maybe, but this education system we think of is the tool that will take us to the future, but sadly, it will only bring us to the last year of university, and after that, it will be only contented with waving behind us. I'm sorry, but it is the truth. And it will not be very interesting, but our imagination capacity drops 10% in the last year of university. So, let's look at how children, whom we call our future, stay strong in terms of creativity and imagination. This is the first thing is making mistakes. Everyone wants to be accurate, right? But When was something learned without making mistakes? Besides, children are not afraid to making mistakes. Sorry, they're not afraid. Why? But I'm not saying that. I don't mean to say that being wrong is the same thing as being creative. Of course, I'm not saying that. But in his presentation, Ken Robinson said, what we do know is, if you're not prepared to be wrong, you will never come up with anything original. Yes. So, by the way, I said that before, but when they get to be adults, most of the kids have lost that capacity. Yes, we know all that. But what happened? We're losing that capacity. We have become frightening of being wrong, and we will be running our companies like this, and we stigmatize mistakes. Now we are running national education system where the mistakes are the worst thing you can make. And the result is that are educating people the result is, at the beginning, the result is that are educating people out of their creative capacity. Of course, it's, I believe in passionately that we don't grow into creativity, we grow out of it, or rather, we educate it out of it. So, why is this? Why we're doing like this? So, education system. Every education system on earth has the same hierarchy of subjects. At the top, it's mathematics and languages, then humanities. At the bottom are the arts or music or dance or drama, like kind of lessons everywhere in earth. There are the people who come out the top. At the top. I believe in our only hope for the future is to adopt a new conception of a human ecology. One in which we start to reconstitute our conception of the richness of human capacity. Our education system has mined our minds in the way that we stripped our mind, the earth, of particular commodity. And for the future, it won't serve us. We have to rethink the fundamental principles on which we're educating our children, or educating us. We have to be very careful now that we use this gift very wisely, and that avert some of the scenarios that we talked about. And the only way we'll do it is by seeing our creative capacity for richness they are, and seeing our children for the hope that they are. You can understand it? And our task is to educate their whole being so we can face this future. By the way, our adults or our parents may not see this future, but we will. All the children, all the generation will. And your job is to help us to make something of it. Thank you.